Temporary and constant method of hemostasis. Injured blood vessels. They are compound. Yeah. Evaluation method improving results. Okay. What you should first note here is that of course you understand what is hemostasis, right?
Yeah, stopping of the bleeding. So.
Yeah. And so you should, if you want to answer questions, start it like that. It's a hemostasis process by which we can stop bleeding. Okay, now they ask about the method of evaluation. How we can know what type of bleeding is it? And so although they may want to ask you what types of bleeding you know, you understand?
What type of bleeding?
Bleeding you know. And so is it going to be internal or external? So if it involves damage of the skin, it is external.
External.
But if there is no damage of the skin, it is internal.
Internal.
So with this one, we'll be able to see physical examination we can use as a method of evaluation of the type of bleeding.
Yes.
Okay. And then method of improving results of ligation. And then now when we know that okay, it is internal or external, how can we stop it?
How can we stop? Yeah.
Because the way you will stop the external is different from the way you will stop internal.
Internal, yeah.
External type of bleeding may not require you to do any surgery.
External.
May not require, you may just have to clean and maybe suture and plaster, you understand?
Yeah.
But internal bleeding is always
require.
So always.
So
if they ask you a question that's okay, maybe in the situation maybe of complication of stomach ulcer, which of the complication of stomach ulcer requires surgical intervention? Even you have perforation, you have penetration, you have this, you have that. If it is not bleeding, maybe, but if it is bleeding, you must. Bleeding is a surgical. It requires surgical intervention. So internal bleeding now, we will now have to method of okay. So but don't forget about that internal and external. So then we can have ligation. You understand what is ligation?
Ligation, no.
Okay, let's say this one is the blood vessels. And then this one is the artery, right? Know that artery and veins, they work together.
Yeah.
Now, if they have here, we have two types of bleeding. First thing that you should know, it is the bleeding coming from artery or from vein.
You must identify. Bleeding is coming from where? From artery.
You should know if it is from artery or from vein.
We should identify first.
Yeah, definitely you must, because if you don't know, okay, let me show you now. You will know why you should always identify. If in artery,
yeah,
blood is going like this. You understand?
Yeah.
In vein, where will blood go? Is it same way?
No, different way.
So now you understand why you must know first, because see, if we see bleeding here,
yeah,
but the color of us, color of blood, in some ways we can use to differentiate between artery and vein.
Yeah.
In the vein it is dark, in the artery it is light. But now we don't know, maybe it is vein or artery, right?
Yeah.
Now let us take for instance, I put ligation.
Ligation.
clamp. I put clamp.
Clamp is what's
It
stopping?
is this thing to hold blood vessels so that
No.
blood will not move.
Ah,
Clamp like
Clamp.
this.
okay.
Blood will
Clamp.
not pass here. Blood, no, you understand?
You stop the blood.
This clamp here, there is what we will use to hold it. They call
Yeah.
it clamp.
Clamp.
See, if I put the clamp here, you understand?
Yeah.
If I put the clamp here, now it is artery that I clamp now, right?
Yeah.
But now let us take for instance, the blood is going from here, it's coming from here, enters here and going like this,
Yeah.
and then the blood is bleeding here.
Yes.
If I put clamp here, will the blood stop or continue? Blood is coming like this. You don't understand it?
Yeah.
Okay, I will explain to you now. See, I want you to pay attention. This is blood vessel, right?
Yeah.
Blood is coming from here, like this.
Yes. It's good.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, now, but now there is cuts here.
Yeah.
Now blood is coming out here.
Yeah.
Then I took clamp, I clamp here.
Yeah.
This blood will stop or it will continue?
No, it's continue.
It will continue.
Yeah.
Now, let us take for instance now. If it is vein, if I clamp here, will the blood continue or it will stop?
If it is vein, blood, and
This is
the cut is here still, yeah? Blood will be stopped.
You understand?
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
You
yeah.
should know why we should know for it is from vein or from artery.
Yeah, correct.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
Okay, so this they ask about method C, method of improving results of ligation way of hemostasis. How you can know that I want to stop this blood. How you can do that the result will be good.
Yeah.
So you understand now. First thing, identify the source of the blood.
Yeah.
So you put the ligation there. If it continues,
Ligation is clamp?
yeah, you put the clamp. Ligation clamp is what we use. Then ligation is what we do.
What we do?
You understand?
Yeah.
So we have also ligation needle. So now, if after you've identified it, you first stop it like that.
Yeah.
Then after you have stopped it, now if it is artery, it will not. So it means that if it is artery, you have to come and clamp here.
Here, yeah.
If it is artery, but if it is vein, it is good here.
Yeah.
Blood, no more blood will come to this place. You understand?
Yeah, brother.
And after this, you can suture it.
Suture it, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so they will ask you, what type of needle do you use?
Needle.
You will call it ligation needle.
This needle is for suturing, yeah?
For suturing blood vessels.
For suturing blood vessel,
Okay. We also have another thing. Hemostatic needle. You understand? We also have clamp, because they may ask you what will you use. Yeah, so you should know about this thing. But after you know the method, then you should know what things that you're going to need. You understand?
Yeah. So Master, first thing we use clamp, then we do suturing.
The first thing is to identify if it is artery or
And
vein.
vein.
Then after you
second,
identify, you ligate.
Ligate, stop the
After
bleeding.
after you ligate, then you can suture.
Suture, yeah.
You can suture it. Okay, then the hemostasis we stop. But they have special threads too that they use. It's a very small thread. It is different from the normal thread that we use for skin. It is very small. Okay, so the first thing that we said, number 42, temporary and constant method. So see, temporary, it is just what name I should differentiate between temporary and this one is permanent, right? But or constant. But temporary, there is another temporary.
You mean temporary bleeding?
Temporary stoppage of bleeding. Temporary stoppage of bleeding.
How to stop the bleeding temporary?
I want to remember the name, but I remember the procedure. So it is and it is coming and it is going. This it is simple, but it is a way of like you are bleeding now, then I now exert pressure. I use bandage to compress it, you understand?
Yeah.
And so in this time the bleeding is going to stop for the time being, you understand?
Yeah.
But maybe later if I remove it, it may continue, but for that time being, for the temporary period of time, I can stop the bleeding by application of, I think it is tamponade temporary method of hemostasis. Tamponade. So that one is like, let me.
It's called tamponade.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a sickle, yeah.
Yeah, compression of so you now put bandage. You put bandage here. You understand? This is one. Another one is
So
by
this bandage is called tamponade.
yeah, application of bandage is tamponade. Another one is flexion.
You mean most of the procedure is called tamponade, yeah?
Or everything together is called tamponade. How you apply the bandage to stop the bleeding. Application of tamponade.
It's called application tamponade.
Then we also have flexion of the limb. So now the bleeding is coming from here.
Yeah.
But now you don't have bandage.
Yeah.
So you can ask this person to flex, to do like this.
To the
Yeah, it's another temporary method of.
But how will we stop?
Yeah, it's going to restrict blood supply to that region, and then the blood flow is going to reduce. So it means you didn't study general surgery. Go and ask me, Raphael. He will tell you. Another one is here. If it is in the leg, you can ask the person to raise up this leg and fold it. You raise up this leg and fold it.
Like that.
Yeah. So
But most of it make blood vessels narrow like that, yeah.
Yeah, like that, and it reduces the amount of blood loss.
But most of them usually now vessels now dilated like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But why like that will be narrow?
Pressure, because of pressure. Because of pressure.
You do like that?
It's because of pressure.
Okay.
But you can see it in the presentation of Raphael Tusha for you to confirm.